Після мови, після мене не залишиться Христа. Всі намагання пальцем в небо. Ой, як прекрасне це життя. Сонце, величне сонце, початок і кінець цьому.
Hello, rollers. Sun, the glorious sun, the beginning and the end of it all. This was the lyrics of the song you just heard. It was Deka Energetic, and actually just their lead singer, Yakiv. Hi, all. Good to see you in the chat, guys. Hello, Starsky. Good to see you.
Yo, how are you?
I'm pretty good. As you can see, I have energy today.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Also have energy. I was joining the stream and there's like this big button saying ask to join. And I was like asking like, Aziza, join me to your stream. Yeah, and finally I'm here.
I was, thinking for about 15 minutes, as you can see, to either let you in or not, but I finally decided I should. Okay. Starsky, how have you been doing? What's going on?
Been doing fine. Actually, first of all, my dear friends, big thanks for supporting Rick. It's extremely important thing right now. Considering that Rick is currently working as a YouTuber 24/7. And basically, I'm so happy that you guys support him for what he does. What he does is extremely, extremely important for Ukrainian army, our defenders. And also, I was actually very, very happy to see you this morning when I had morning coffee stream reviewing the news, because the strike that took place in Kiev today was absolutely terrifying. And I'm been watching those videos of Russian like precision strikes on the kindergartens. There was a kindergarten in Darnetsky district completely obliterated by Russian attack. And I was really, really happy to hear that you were fine. And generally, were you talking already about the strike today?
Well, thank you, Starsky, for a great stream today. Actually, came there when you were like 17 or 20 minutes live already, and I stayed until the very end. Yes, it was shorter than usually, but it was pretty interesting conversation. I always like how you bring the news. You do it very professionally, and your super chill manner. That's how I like it. So keep being awesome and providing your providing the news through your amazing streams, Starsky. So huge shout out to you. If you guys by any chance you don't know this man, this absolute superstar, you need to. Yeah, I know you're humble, but I need to say it. If I know that everyone knows him, yes, but if you don't, subscribe to his channel. Okay, maybe you're watching this in recording by being a new member on my channel, and you don't know Starsky, go and subscribe. Okay, thank you. So, Starsky, this attack tonight was pretty loud. My wife told me that I actually slept over the first huge ballistic incoming, and there was a huge explosion, but I slept through it. I didn't hear it, but then at 3 a.m. I started waking up. Then I later started falling asleep again. Then at 6 a.m. It was impossible to sleep because Shahid drones were heard, and they were shut down. A lot of them, the good thing is, considering how many drones and missiles Russians are sending, like a lot of them are being shut down. The air defense is pretty strong, at least in Kyiv right now. So I can I can say that it could be much worse, if not our interceptors. That's the first thing, because this program that is mostly implemented initially by our amazing volunteers, like Sternenko and his fund, Sternenko's community, like Poverny Živim, like Partula Foundation, those are sponsoring and actually developing the technologies for the drone interceptors. So intercepting Shahed drones with FPV drones. This one I think is contributing a lot, because tonight, I heard, like, in such massive attacks on Kyiv, I usually hear at least 20 Shahed drones flying one after another. Tonight, I heard only like 3 maximum. So that means that a lot of them were eliminated before they reached Kyiv, and that's pretty good. So, but of course, we need to thank our partners for providing us with air defense, because we can talk a lot about the indecisiveness of Europe, but we need to really give them a huge thank you and credit for providing us with good air defense. What do you think about this?
Yes, absolutely. And now we can see another problem that might emerge in Europe, because I actually heard this thought from Ryan Macbeth, who actually discussed on his channel this recent problem of Russia sending its reconnaissance drones over European countries. And one of the reasons why they might be doing that, well, of course, it's obvious that they're conducting reconnaissance of the European air defense. They're conducting reconnaissance on how the forces on the ground react to this. They conduct reconnaissance, gathering intelligence regarding their rules of engagement, regarding their standard operational procedures and things like that. Like, we all understand that. And we all also understand that they also do that in order to disrupt the air connectivity between the European countries. Again, it's very obvious. Mm-hmm. But what is less obvious is that at this very moment, what we have in Europe, generally we have a lot of countries pushing their anti-air missiles and air defense productions to the biggest possible limit, right? Mm-hmm. Because nowadays all the countries in Europe are concentrated on producing air defense measures to help Ukraine and also to stockpile for themselves. And what those Russian drone incursion can actually result into is that European countries will understand that they will need more air defenses for themselves, because the amount of missiles that each country has stockpiled is finite. It's not that big, actually, and it's made with estimation to calculate some specific amount of Russian drones and missiles. And believe me, the number that they can intercept according to the NATO standards is very, very small, comparing to the number of drones that Russia has at this moment. It's very small and unreasonable, because Russian drones cost only a fraction of the missiles that Europeans produce. And what this may result into, it may result into European countries concentrating more on stockpiling those missiles for themselves and stockpiling the air defenses for themselves in order to protect the NATO countries, which will result in less air support, less defense support, and less air defenses for Ukraine. Mm-hmm. So that might be, in the long run, that might be one of the results. And the problem is, currently at this very point, it's very, very hard to increase the amounts of production of both launchers, radar stations, the tracking stations, and missiles in Europe as much as we want this. And I believe that the only solution that can be implemented here is basically implementing Ukrainian experience, implementing all sorts of tiny and cheap interceptor drones that Ukrainians are using, and implementing different sorts of installed immovable anti-air cannons that we have, together with the sensors and the guiding systems that are installed on them. And basically this might help. So if they cover this, if they cover their military bases, their airports, approaches to the airports with the drone defense measures, then they might win. But at the same time, there is a problem of Russian missiles, and if Ukraine receives enough measures to intercept those missiles, while Europeans ramp up their production of interceptor drones, that again, they're very tiny, they're very fast, and they're cheap, which is extremely important. Then basically we can achieve victory. And also Ukraine can produce those interceptor drones for our European friends as well. So I think that's one of the solutions that we should look into.
Yeah, it's a good solution. The only thing is time that may work against Europe. So if Europe learns this fast enough, it should be enough time. But Russia may also be trying to attack on the ground before Europe will install that defense completely, at least on the countries that are bordering in the countries that are bordering Russia. And Belarus, of course, because Belarus is just a part of Russian Empire right now. It's a satellite that will be used against any country. And you see, we can already see the rhetorics that Lukashenko is using, that Lavrov said yesterday. Where did he say it? In UN, that Europe is preparing to attack Russia. There are signs all over the countries, the European countries, and when the Russians say that someone wants to attack them, that means they're pretty close to be ready to attack themselves. So I actually have an interesting text here. It's not big. It will take me 2 minutes to read. It's from Ukrainian Militant. Do you know about this community? Maybe you heard about them.
Yeah.
So they also have their militant intelligence division where they hack different Russian companies and government websites, resources, and they do it also in cooperation with Inform Napalm. So I trust these guys pretty much. So they kind of make a short analysis of what Russia is currently doing, and it sounds like this. At present, the adversary is conducting a coordinated, multi-layered military campaign against NATO countries. First, it collects ISR, reconnaissance and surveillance data, repeating UAV sorties over the same bases, airfields, and supply routes. Then it shapes the environment, electronic suppression, cyber attacks, and disinformation. Next in the plan are pinpoint missile and drone strikes against radars, air defense systems, airfields, and communications nodes, SEAD, /precision strike, followed by an attempt to break through defenses and seize a lodgment, maneuver/lodgment. In practice, this looks like repeated drone flights and reconnaissance sorties over targets, target collection, test and response times, and searching for vulnerable windows. Specific incidents have been recorded over Germany, near Ramstein, in Thuringia, and reports from Schleswig-Holstein. That's all correct. Such flights aim to track logistics and infrastructure and to probe air defense performance. At the same time, there are reports of violations of air maritime space in Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, which demonstrates the multidimensional character of the threat: air, sea, cyber, information. Now on enemy rhetoric. Foreign Ministry claims about alleged false flag provocations, references to Romania and Poland, function as part of the operation. Such statements both stigmatize potential targets and serve to distract attention. What's important to understand is that this is a multi-stage campaign. Temporary disruptions to aviation and port operations, risks of cyber attacks on critical infrastructure, and intensified information pressure are possible. The hot phase is still ahead, but it's inevitable. So I kind of agree right now that hot phase is inevitable. And I don't see, like, with the current Europe's, let's call it preparedness, if there's such a word, that it is possible to avoid the on the ground stage, meaning Russians like invading the countries with their troops, or just, doing some major provocation, which is not a provocation, which is actually occupying some territory, but just like they can occupy the Suwalski corridor and break their paths to Kaliningrad, or as we call it, I forgot the other name, Königsberg, right? So they can do it there, and they can just begin with small things. So what do you think? Do you think it's inevitable, really?
I think it's inevitable, but in my opinion, everything will look a bit more different than genuine Russian troops attacking a European country.
Mhm.
Because, for example, if we're talking about Estonia, if we're talking about Narva, there's plenty of Russian population. Recently, Russian spy was arrested there who was transferring sensitive information regarding the Estonian defenses and Estonian law enforcement since 2017. That is like literally 3 years after the beginning of the Russian hybrid invasion of Ukraine, and maybe even earlier, who knows. And there are such communities everywhere. There are communities of, for example, separatists in Spain.
Mhm.
There are different municipalities and regions in basically any country that have, let's say, right-wing inclination. All right.
Mhm.
And those can be basically provoked, or not even provoked, but pushed to different separatist actions on the territories of, I don't know, Poland or Slovakia or Czechia. And this way, there will emerge different native local people. Native local people only wearing like Russian camouflage and armed with modern Russian weapons and Russian drones. And they will be fighting for independence from the mainland. And in my personal opinion, this is something that may happen in Estonia. 100% this will be the scenario. And I would give 99%, not 100, of course, because at this point, for example, we are not really sure if United States will step up in case there is an attack on a European NATO member, if they will go protecting the European NATO members. So we're not really sure. So may happen like that if, for example, Trump increases his rhetorics about like, I will encourage Putin to attack European countries, like he did basically, right, several times. And we will see Putin invading rapidly smaller Baltic countries like Estonia, without any response from United States, for example. Then it will be bad. But 99% that we will see a lot of hybrid warfare, a lot of warfare involving separatist movements, involving terrorist attacks, involving a lot of informational warfare, involving a lot of disinformation, a lot of things that we've seen starting in Ukraine, starting like 2013, 2014, in Donbass, in Crimea, and all the way to 2025. For example, in Moldova, in Hungary, and we will see a lot of hybrid warfare. So hybrid warfare can eventually evolve into the classic warfare when, for example, a country, according to the NATO doctrine, a country with internal conflict cannot really ask NATO for help. It cannot join NATO. It cannot ask NATO for help. You got to deal with your internal problems yourself. And if you have such internal problem as raising separatist movement that literally takes control over your state establishments or your police departments all over your country, and then you have a lot of classic, like genuine Russian paratroopers literally landing in your country, and basically NATO will not do anything to help you. And those paratroopers will be saying that we are just supporting, the Czech-speaking people of Czechia that were repressed by their Czech government, and we only want to liberate Czechia from Czechs. We already seen this happening 1 million times already, and I have absolutely no doubt that something similar, maybe not 100% the same, but something similar will happen in smaller European countries like Lithuania, Latvia, or Estonia. So that is my biggest concern. The classic warfare involving like genuine regular Russian troops, right? Of course, it may happen, but there must, like when you put pieces of Swiss cheese over and over and over again on top of each other, and eventually there's like you end up having like one single hole going all the way through all those layers. So Russia requires a lot of such layers, all right? And it's like basically in aviation, this law of Swiss cheese. So in case a lot of such layers interlap and there will be like enough holes to make it possible, meaning complete self-isolation of United States, for example, things like that, then we will see. Trump recently talked a lot with Novrotsky. He said a lot of absolutely beautiful and amazing things about Ukraine. But to me personally, what he said sounded rather like basically he admitted that his administration, in terms of solving the war in Ukraine, is absolutely impotent, and he admitted that the war will continue for many, many years. So to me, he didn't say anything new. Like he said what we all know. Yeah, and to people who actually celebrate this and they say that, oh my God, this is so cool that Trump finally admitted that Russia loses so many men and Ukrainians are fighting bravely. Guys, there's already a countdown until the day he says that it's a war of President Zelensky one more time. And that, for example, Ukraine could just, I don't know, give up Crimea and stuff like that. It will happen because this is something that makes Trump a Trump, in my personal opinion. But I might be wrong.
Yep. I think it is maybe more hopeful than, let's say, 3 months ago. The change of rhetorics this time. Today, J.D. Vance admitted another thing that was not admitted before, and that's that Russians don't want any bilateral or trilateral meetings. So, well, Trump constantly going out and saying Putin wants peace and Russians want to negotiate. I know it, and it is now a bit different. So it's slightly, at least the rhetoric is changing. Like I'm trying to be a bit of an optimist here, and just enjoy a bit of things that changing for the better, because yes, of course, words are not actions, and it doesn't mean that they will really start doing anything, but at least not stopping selling the weapons for us. Yes, they don't provide the weapons anymore, don't just give it to us, but at least they sell it to us. And of course, this talk about Tomahawk might be just like the talk about Taurus. It might be discussed for 2 years. The Tomahawk is the new Taurus, we can call it. And for 2 years, it's going to be said that, oh yeah, next month, definitely the decision will be made. And the decision will be made to not give us tomahawks once again. So all of this bullshit is nothing new, and yeah, not being too how do you call this? Not setting my expectations too high, but not actually not having any expectations from Trump's administration and from United States anymore is what helps me to keep my mental health intact these days. And really, I just stopped expecting anything from them. That's it. I just kind of don't hope that they will start like approving selling some more advanced weapons to us. Yes, please.
Bro, just pause there. All right. Because United States, just like any other country, consists of many different people who have power. And there's a lot of Republicans who support Ukraine. There's some Democrats who don't support Ukraine. They're very different. And we all know that the power in the United States is not only Donald Trump.
Yep.
There's also different senators and members of parliament and yada, yada. But speaking of Trump, speaking of his change of rhetorics, basically he said that the war in Ukraine is basically Biden's and Zelensky's war, just like a bit more than a week ago. So,
Yeah.
so like nothing changed here actually, and I believe that his rhetoric will be changing all the time. Like because again, he's not a person who has some ground, you know, in his speech. Some I don't know principles,
values, principles. Yeah,
not like that. It's like, you know, when you have an idea of something, when you have a clear idea that Russia is a terrorist state, that Europe is fighting for democracy, led by Ukraine, that fights for its survival, that was invaded by Russia. Like, if you have this idea, if you have the principles, then you have something to talk about. You have some ground, some foundation to build your actions. In the White House didn't have those foundations at all, like whatsoever. And when Trump became a president, he didn't have any clear strategy of what to do, because he only learned that Russia was using Iranian Shahids like 3 months after his inauguration. So what are we talking about? One thing that actually makes me really happy about this situation right now, because again, I'm not a fan, I'm not a chief of a local Trump haters club, all right? I'm just saying what I see. And one thing that actually makes me really happy is that apparently we have a person who reports to Donald Trump on a daily basis regarding the situation in Ukraine, regarding the losses, because the information that Trump is telling about current situation in Ukraine every day during his interviews is actually relevant, is actually trustworthy. I can tell from my reports as well.
I think this is the major shift, actually, because that's what he always lacked. He always lacked like hearing any truth, because he's always repeating what he hears from his advisors, I guess, because he's not like researching anything himself. He is like, during the interviews or press conferences, he's usually turning to his advisors and says, right, Pete? Right, Keith? You know,
right, Elon?
Right, Elon? Yeah, so he's always relying on them. So finally having someone telling him the truth from Ukraine, the truth of the situation on the battlefield, is already a very big step and very big shift. So who knows? Maybe the grandpa will finally realize that he cannot be friends with Putin. Maybe someday, maybe in 3 years.
Here, bro. Here we're touching another topic that I wanted to talk about, because at this very moment, Russia is celebrating a different thing, because United States are busy with solving a lot of their internal problems. There's anti-fascists, there's ICE, there's fight against the immigrants, legal, illegal immigrants, and there is a big internal disbalance in the United States at this moment. Frankly speaking, Russian terrorists could not even dream about anything like that. And now they're literally celebrating that because United States will be kept busy with that. They will be kept with people's protests. They will be kept with police dealing with riots and stuff like that. And on this, in this condition, the help that United States can provide to Ukraine will be absolutely diminished, right? So that's another thing. And at this moment, we should all understand this situation that United States are experiencing some very, very tough times, basically like Ukraine in 2013, I would say. We will see how will this turn out, but in
Yeah.
my opinion, the situation there, the situation with prices, the situation in like in political, social life, economically as well, is absolutely, I would say, absolutely disbalanced and not stable. So Americans right now, they have a lot of their own problems, a lot of issues that they need to find a way to solve,
Mhm.
and and this makes situation much more complicated.
Yeah, you're totally right. And it's just very uncertain with the United States right now. And yeah, the main thing I think for Ukrainians and Europeans is just, with this unpredictable Trump, finally at some point say we need to rely on ourselves. Yes, United States is kind of our NATO ally, right? And yeah, but we better ramp up our own production. We better learn the technology from Ukraine ourselves and not wait for America's leadership. European leaders need to finally become leaders themselves, not always looking up to Trump and waiting for him to do something, and to United States in general, because right now, unfortunately, United States is Trump. When you say that there are some politicians there who basically, it's not only Trump. United States is not only Trump. I unfortunately don't agree with you right now because he completely usurped the power right now. He has all the courts in his pocket. It's basically impossible to impeach him. He has the Senate. He has the House of Representatives, and midterms maybe change that. We will see. But right now, he is Republican Party. Republican Party is not a subject right now. It totally bends the knee to Donald Trump, and the Republican Party is controlling everything there. So I see some rollers agree with me. This is why, yeah, America, like looking up to America is looking up only to Donald Trump, and with his unpredictability, it's pretty hard to really think that United States will come to save the day. Maybe someday it will come when half of Europe will be occupied already. Maybe United States sends some troops, finally realizing, just like it was during the World War II. Because someone said that Americans will definitely make the right decision after trying all the other decisions, right? So who knows when America really steps in. But I think it's still possible even with Donald Trump. This man is unpredictable and he's a populist, right? So he will try to use any popular narrative, and that narrative may change. In time, it may change. So let's keep a bit of an optimism here. Of course, it comes with huge challenges for the whole Europe, but still, in the very end, no matter what awaits us, we can win. There is a chance to win. There is always a chance to win.
There's a different thing, though, because you mentioned one very important thing, that European leaders must finally become leaders. And this is something that we actually talked about early when this year started, when Trump was inaugurated, when Ukraine was deprived temporarily of its defense aid, of its intelligence support, and things like that. Such things were already spoken by different opinion makers, different experts, that yes, finally Europe should start, be like taking control, right? And countries like Germany, countries like United Kingdom, they should start taking control, taking the matter in their own hands. One thing we should always remember is that whenever we start talking about separation, about finally taking control and like forget about everybody else, even though like we're not talking specifically about this, but those narratives are again very dangerous, because when you look at for example the pro-Russian party currently receiving majority votes, unfortunately, in Moldova. When you take a look at other countries, at Orban's country in Hungary, you can understand that such steps, let's say, let's forget about our friends and do something better, right? They are actually dangerous, and even despite the fact that yes, currently this is the situation, we should admit that President Donald Trump, during like since January, right, 8 months straight, what he is doing is not trying to help solve Ukrainian war, the invasion of Ukraine and stuff like that, even though we understand all this. But we should still find ways to somehow cooperate and find bridges with other representatives of Republican Party, etc., who still support Ukraine, because it's crucial. When this like anti-Western separatism starts evolving, those thoughts are very, very dangerous, because one of the carriers of those thoughts are generally Donald Trump himself, though. We must understand this. He was always saying that America first.
Yep.
And those thoughts are dangerous for us, for our collective security. So we should always try to find some kind of way to cooperate and to keep what we have together in one piece, because otherwise we're done.
Yep, totally right. And we actually have one of the paintings is the painting of you, Starsky, and I wanted to attract more attention to it. Does it cringe you out to see yourself on the painting? And
very much, bro, very much. Like I feel what people want to say, painting, for example, my painting, but to me personally, it feels very, very cringy, because you see, guys, in Ukraine we have this complex of pshonka. Do you remember pshonka?
No, unfortunately.
So Pshonka was the general prosecutor in Ukraine during the times of the Yanukovych, of dictator Yanukovych. And basically, when Pshonka together with Yanukovych ran from Ukraine, and people raided took control of their palaces and those crazy country houses as huge as freaking Colosseum. So they discovered that inside of those apartments, so to say, everything was fucking golden. There were paintings of I don't know, Pshonka and Yanukovych wearing medieval noble costumes together with their Emperor Putin and shit like that. And guys, we in Ukraine, we try to be as humble as possible, after that, because when you look at those fucking golden tables and golden, basically today's Trump in White House is Pshonka style. That's what in Ukraine we call Pshonka style, because it's so screamingly rich, so it's basically shameful, I would say, and that is why I understand when people have feelings and they want to draw portraits of Ukrainian heroes, opinion makers. I'm not a hero, I'm not an opinion maker, I'm literally former military reporter who sits in Germany. I'm guys, So that is why I feel very, very cringy because of that. Seriously.
And I keep showing it full screen, and you're looking at it.
Oh my
now,
god,
right?
I don't see it. Thank you. I only see like you on the screen.
Okay, good. That's good that you don't see it. This is why you won't be cringing out, and I can show it more later, just sneakily, without saying, guys. There's an auction of this painting. So, guys, right now, actually, I mean, the painting is very good, even if it cringes you out, and I would also feel uncomfortable to see myself on the picture, understand your feelings, but
Bro, I will be begging Dunk to draw your portrait.
Okay.
And I will make your portrait my fucking cover on my YouTube, I swear.
No problem.
At least for like 3 months.
No problem. But I didn't do it for you. I do it for Ukrainian army, We auctioned this off by request of the Shills, and I just granted my platform to be, how you call it? The auction platform for this painting too. So it's not on me, okay? You can draw Dunk, a beautiful Yoda, and put him there and avenge him. But I'm just helping out, and the current bid is only $100. It's by 9 Lives. Mr. 9 Lives. What? He's winning a lot of Aziza's paintings, or not a lot, some of them, yeah. So he's valuing Ukrainian art, and it seems like British art too. But it's a British Ukrainian art because it is showing a famous Ukrainian, who is not a hero, yes, I will agree here, but a pretty good and funny fella. So I would actually probably also, what?
Yoloswagen says, we need a Starsky statue. Are you serious? Bro. Only if this will be, like statue of David, only like realistic, with beer belly. David actually has like, a lot to show off. This one must be like a real statue of a like beer-bellied guy with like big car, because you know what they say about big cars.
Yeah. Big guy with big belly guy with a big car. Yeah.
Buy the biggest car possible. Let them all know.
Okay, that's funny. I just kind of send a call to you to place new bids and outbid 9 Lives, guys. Only $100. Come on, we had the bigger donations today, and then you can actually maybe gift it to Starsky, and he can burn it. I mean, he won't burn it because he, I think, may agree, Starsky, even if you don't like to look at yourself, you gotta agree that it is very well drawn and looks alike. And actually, not just looks alike, it is kind of transferring your character.
Bro, Dunk is he's legendary. Like his talent is absolutely uncomparable to I don't know. I don't know what even to compare to. Like he's really good, all right. And the way he drew this picture, this painting is absolutely amazing. Like the painting looks alive. Like I look at it and I can recognize myself. The only thing that I don't really accept is that I deserve to be on this painting. I think that you deserve to be on that painting, or our soldiers, people that we know, Rome under him. So that. Yeah,
exactly.
But besides that, Dunk is absolutely talented person, and that requires not only a lot of skill but also a lot of talent, and that is something you are born with, not something you don't learn over time.
Well, anymore. Oh my God, someone else is finally joining us, and it's not like I don't like to be here, just me and you, but I sent them the links so damn long ago. Hello, Aziza. Good to see you.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Pretty good. What does your Panama say?
UA Animals.
I know
It
this one.
was a clean up day in
Hmm.
Odessa, and it like was International Day of um, cleaning. I don't know how to say in English. So
Uh,
it was UI Animals organized this day, and we clean um, заповідник. Як це буде?
ooh, Starsky, do you
Oh,
know this one?
natural reserve. I don't know.
Yeah, nature
Yes,
reserve, and they gave us such Panamas.
that's pretty cool. It actually suits you. I like
Thank
it.
you.
Actually, for a long time in my life, I didn't understand Panamas. Actually, right now I'm digging it, but not to the extent to wear it myself, you know. So still like digging it on other people's heads. Starsky, do you wear Panamas?
I'm too old-fashioned for that. Like I like how the way they look on other people. On Aziza, it looks perfectly. Yeah, on myself, like I had that camouflage Panama I was wearing like Bakhmut. Mm, that's it, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Um, what I wanted to ask you, Aziza, you've been on many rallies. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, today. Tell us
Mhm.
about the rallies. What did you have there? And Starsky, did just yeah before you begin, Aziza. Starsky, did we finish the topic of pork and stuff with you, or was it something else I was talking about?
I don't know, but after Aziza, I can actually tell you a horror story that happened to me the other day.
Okay. Is it connected to pork?
It's connected to worse than pork. It's connected to the same kind of animals, but it's more connected to Russians than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have some dog in their blood too. But before we go there, I wanted to ask you guys to keep donating because we still have to raise $843.85. But Aziza, there's a big chance that we're gonna go to sleep earlier tonight because we're pretty close to the goal. $843 and
Yeah,
85 cents left to raise. And
good news.
yeah, and $700 from your paintings are about to come to my PayPal in 26 minutes. Hey, faster than that. In 20 minutes. In 21. So you. Okay, Aziza, you begin, then Starsky with his horror story, and I'll take a quick bathroom
Okay.
break, but I'll be listening. Thank you.
And what do you want to hear about my rallies?
Just tell people.
The most interesting rally, like no, how to say, it was like different from another rallies because I like really this minute of silence that we have every week on Wednesday and Saturday. And it's a great people. I like these people so much. They're so great friends and great patriots. And also Azov rally, it's a powerful rally with amazing deep people with a deep understanding of this time, volunteers and really, it's a big honor to be with these people. Also, it's relatives of the warrior soldiers that now are in Russian captivity, and this is why I really also like to make videos and photos with these people because I don't know why, but through the photos, videos, I can feel and see these people more, especially relatives, and like because I can hear the eyes better. Their it's really heartbreaking, and they want to show everything about Owen relatives, Owen's husbands, sons, daughters that now are in Russian captivity. But the most funny really was it's a really money for the Ukrainian army. So we have such a community, kava na Bankovі. It's like a coffee on the Bankov Street. So it's like we have the rally in front of the city government of Trukhanov house. And we constant every Saturday. We wanted that we pay more taxes for Ukrainian army from this city taxes, because in the list of how much regions give money for the Ukrainian army, Odessa region, like in the like last last point, like, so we did nothing. So for example, Lviv region give a lot money, Ivano-Frankivsk give a lot of money, like the west part of Ukraine are really great with this, and south especially, like we can do more, and we have to do more. And this is I met great women who are standing from the first year of full-scale war, and they did everything for changes, and they spoke a lot with directly with with Trukhanov. They wrote a lot of letters, and they did nothing. They changed nothing. And this time we are standing in front of this building, and to us came the people from this government. It's like we understood it's a new person who work with Trukhanov, and he worked exactly with military stuff and military topic. And he began to say, "Why are you standing here with your stupid cardboard? Like stupid, like your cardboard is nothing. Like you did it for the pictures, for your PR promotion, but not for the real heart." And our volunteers said that no, like I'm mother, my son is on the front line. I want to support the army more. I'm not here for the pictures or for the like something like that. And he said, "Please stop, do it. Let's go inside of our building. Let's speak, like talking. You're doing not right thing. You're just standing. Let's have conversation." And we have fixed everything. And the most funny thing is that this women, they spoke many times before, and it doesn't work. And he said, "We will make everything immediately. Just don't stay here." And one a woman said that, why we can't speak here, why we have to go inside? So you have so вона сказала, що ви не можете свою там зад підняти і просто постояти тут. Типу, why you don't want, you are so lazy, you can't stay here and speak with us here. And he like show his leg, and he was volunteers with the протез, як сказати англійською?
Prosthetic leg.
Yeah, and he showed, and it was exactly like we were so disrespectful to him, and he came to us, and he is a veteran, and also it was very interesting that when we were on this rally, we didn't see never journalist, and he in that moment from the beginning, one journalist stayed in front of us, and they make video from all this performance. Also, when these people came to us, they make the videos, and they push me. In this moment, I make this picture like I wanted in front of everybody make photos to make post and make a story in my social media, and I feel that somebody pushed me. No, it was like fine. Yeah, I never like no. And so it was this media, it was journalists, they pushed me and begin to make the video directly in this moment when these people came to us. So it was like they prepare for this conversation, and they did everything like we are so stupid, so that we are like marginals and something like this. And then 3 person from us went inside of this building to have conversation with him, and after went, so when they come back, they talked to us, and they said that when they had this conversation, this journalist continue to make video. And even they said, we don't want that you make video because we have no independent media here. If we will have independent media here, you can it will be, we can see justice, because it was exactly media of government city. Я забыла, как это называется. So the government of Odessa has own media, and so these people were from this media, and they made this video from this conversation. And when these women begin to talk about Trukhanov in bad way, like Trukhanov, they stopped to do it. Like,
Yeah, Trukhanov is very, very controversial. Like for those who don't know, actually, Trukhanov was involved into like all sorts of shit, including like drug mafia and stuff like that. The war started, of course, he has to act, like a local chief of administration, but still, Sternenko had so much conflict, as far as I remember, with Trukhanov. I think Sternenko, right?
Yeah, Starenko.
Yeah.
and what we understood, and after this, the women said, our ladies said that what he wants from us, he wants that we stop to do rally. He said, I can meet with you 2 times in the week. Let's meet, let's talk, but don't make this rally anymore.
So it worked. Okay, you finally start irritate them.
Yeah, they are afraid of this rally because one person said that it would be like election in our I don't know what's a election, but it would be like Trukhanov doesn't want that somebody makes this bad,
impression. They
yes,
don't want to make a bad
and he
impression.
wanted these people would not stand here. But it's so funny because why he's afraid of this, I don't know. But it really looks like this, that he is afraid, and it's really they said that about us that we are stupid, and it's like change nothing, but it's really have pressed on the government, and we will continue to do it because we can speak, we can have conversation. Of course, it's new person in his team, and we can give this chance to do, but we will continue to do our work too, because it's all about how we inspire another people outside, people who are on the street, to pay attention on this, to understand that we can be better, we can support army better, we can be together with our army.
Yep. And I thank you for sharing this story, because I remember that you shared it yesterday on your Discord, and I wanted to know more. So thank you for the details. I was listening while I was gone, and damn, it's just like, yeah, ridiculous. But I'm happy that you made them feel not safe, and that's good. That's good when those mafia guys start to feel like that. But I really hope they won't start, like pressuring you, or they can also start doing things like they were doing to Sternenko. They don't like activists, and they are becoming more brazen lately. So the more full-scale invasion is lasting, I think the more aggressive towards activists they may become. But we'll see where it goes, and yeah, I hope that it won't go too far. I wanted to say that the auction of Aziza's paintings just ended, and we have winners. So, Alex in Berlin, $400 for the painting called Russia is a Country of Killers. Congratulations, Alex. And 9 Lives. Mr. 9 Lives won the painting that is called Death Camp. Wow, Aziza is shaking everyone's hands. Good deal, good deal, good deal. The best ever deal. You know,
Not peace deal, not peace deal.
not peace deal. Yeah. So, okay, I'll shut up. No more Trump today. Alex is celebrating his victory. Does Starsky have a current fundraiser we can try to boost? Exactly, Nikki. I was about to ask this. Believe it or not, of course, I'm mostly talking about my fundraisers here. But Starsky, is it the same fundraiser for the drones for Rubij that you had?
Yes, absolutely. So currently there is a fundraiser that is ran by Harmata volunteers. The co-founder of this fund is Dmitro from Haidamaki. You know Haidamaki, and he's actually like a very, very cool metal player as well. And he's fundraising for Rubij because currently he serves in Rubij himself. And we are fundraising for drones and for vehicles. And also recently, Sergei Sumleny informed me that they already delivered 200 drones to Rubij, to our guys. We're talking specifically about FPV drones. I want to announce that separately on my channel, but you will know it firsthand. So, yeah, 200 out of 1,000 are already there.
Awesome, man. So it is going. It is really like getting through. I'm really happy to hear it. So I can find all the needed. I think you don't have just one link there, right? It's like, let me see. I'm going to go to your channel and find it myself. I think under your streams, there's always those credentials, right, Starsky?
Just a second. I will send it straight to you in just a while.
Please do, but give me a second. I think I just want to check if you have it there. Yeah, Harmata volunteers, support legendary Hostamel Brigade. You have this.
Yeah.
So Harmata Fund. Basically, you need to donate there.
Yeah.
No separate link for that fundraiser for 1,000 drones anymore.
It's currently everything that they receive right now. They push to support that fundraiser.
Okay. So where do we go here? Here's a donation button at the top. Do you see it, guys? No, I'm hiding it from you. Here it is. At the top right corner, donation button. Let me press it. And what do we have here? Yuan? Oh, yeah, monobank jar. That's perfect. So I am going to donate to the monobank jar. Narubish, Dmitro. So Dmitro is the one who opened the jar, and that's the guy you were telling us about.
Yeah.
The one that serves in the brigade. Awesome. So they basically constantly take money off the jar, right? When they need some of them. It's not like they don't touch the money until they reach the goal, right?
The problem is we need drones already. So when we have a budget that we can spend on producing, for example, 100, 200 drones, they are spent constantly because the guys are currently deployed to some of the hottest areas, I would say.
Okay, 1,000 hryvnias from Rick with love.
Thank you so much, bro.
My pleasure, my friend. I'm sorry that I'm not doing it that often. I also need to think of probably sometimes unfocusing from just Rusaris because Stranenko is anyway the biggest fun. But to be honest, last month in August they did a record, but this month they're really suffering from the not enough donations, and like almost every day Stranenko is saying we have problems with the current Rusaris only through like 30% raised during the day, and that's not okay. We need to keep up. And lately, like the daily minimum for them is 300 drones a day, and they reach 250 mostly every day. So they don't even reach the daily minimum, and because of that, they need to actually minimize and cut some shippings to soldiers to put them on pause until they reach the better days. So Sterenko is actually struggling right now. I mean, he's fund comparing to August. So this is why I'm trying to, every time he says that, I sometimes go Sometimes not. Sometimes I go do an extra donation and say in Батя, я стараюсь. Like I'm doubling my donations, and it's not enough because it's not just me. It should be millions of people, or at least thousands and hundreds of thousands. Okay, I actually, told you, but I didn't donate yet, and now I donated. Awesome.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, so guys, please follow my lead and shit, sorry. I think someone just donated directly to the jar around 20,000. That might be Robert Janasar again. It was like 1,000 there. I donated 1,000. No, it was 1,500. I donated 1,000. And now it's there 22,000 in the jar. 22,152. So it was crazy. Damn it. Who donated to the mono jar as well. It was Alex in Berlin. He donated around $500 there just now. That's fucking awesome. Thank you, Alex.
Oh my God.
Thank you. So, Alex, even though I told you don't push the horses, thank you for pushing them this time, because it's another fundraising initiative that we needed to support. Yeah, so I hope it didn't sound like a Russian accent. I tried to make it more Ukrainian.
No, bro. Actually, it sounded like genuine, like Makiivka area. Like that place. Like genuinely, seriously, I cannot even make this accent myself.
Well, любимый город может спать спокойно.
Не останавливайтесь.
Oh yeah. It's instead of остановитесь. Yeah. Ooh, guys, we're talking about Yanukovych days, and not only them.
Мы тут с представителями шахтерских коллективов.
Oh, you're actually doing it pretty well. The only problem is you cannot use this letter he in English. How do you? You can say like Fuzzy says, bro. It's hey.
I don't know. I think we need to communicate with the representatives of the minor collectives and coal enterprises in Ukraine.
Oh yeah, we're doing pretty good. So guys, if you missed some Yanukovych impersonations, visit my streams with Starsky. I think we will try to provide more in the future. Starsky, in the future we can actually start doing that for donations. We can guys, Yanukovych impersonation 1 minute for $100 donation. Easy. Ooh. Okay. Once again, thank you, Starsky, not keeping you here for long, and you live long and prosper, my friend. You're fucking awesome.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Show the new painting from Discord? Okay. I was thinking to show it or not, but I will do it, guys. Behold, this painting is called Starsky's Revenge. Aziza, do you see it on the other device? Maybe on your phone? Give me a second, I'll make it smaller. Yeah, with the help of ChatGPT, Paul D. Fella created.
1 second.
He created my evil double, my evil twin. It's, how do you call that? Rick.
Wow. Wow, amazing.
The evil Rick. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
You like me being evil?
Crippled
somehow.
It's
Not crippled.
still Rick,
Still Rick. Not crippled, crooked. Do you know this word? Crooked.
No.
Це як, типу... Про поганих людей так кажуть. Типу, знаєш, як... Типу, як... всередині не гнилий, а от щось типу цього, знаєш, такий прям Rick's face when we can't finish the donation.
Yeah.
Donna Kyiv said that. Yeah. I was going to ask who is it? Who it is. The hair looks like you, but never seen that face. That is the face you save for Russians. Yeah, probably. But it's not a disgust. It's like... It feels like I am really not a kind person. Like I am... It feels like I am дріб'язковий. Do you know? Like...
And I have another feeling. It's like when you are very tired. You know, when you are very tired and you saw everything in your life, and one person like want to like um share you with you some new idea, or like propose to you something, and you're very like you don't believe in it at all, like you like what, like okay, like you don't believe that it will have a good end, like this is feeling of this image, you know, like you saw everything, and so you don't believe that it will work, you know, something like this.
I actually know what it reminds me and why I feel what I feel. It feels like this man has no life in him anymore. It is like he is so tired and he doesn't believe in people or in this life anymore. It feels
Yeah,
like these dead eyes, you know, like my eyes, they usually are full of life, right? I'm passionate. I'm passionate, and I'm like I want to do something always. I want to make a contribution, make a change, and this man doesn't want any of that anymore.
yeah.
This man has given up.
You know, it's like sometimes I can feel such person inside of me for a moment, you know, for some like I could feel myself like this. So for example, I see this face, and sometimes I feel myself like this, like very very tired person that did everything and just want to die, like like everything is no, you know, like it's not a long period, but it could be like moment, and then you continue to fight because you have a lot of great friends that uh, don't have such luxury um, opportunity to be like this, you know.
Yeah, and what do you mean you don't want the raffle face? Donna says, you don't want the raffle face? No, I don't get it, Donna, sorry. Ah, okay, got it. It's like, she says, like, it's my face when I say, what do you mean you don't want the raffle? But no, guys, it's this one is definitely not me, and it's not my face. And Andreas says 100% Rick, but this is not you. Yeah, this is not me. This is a dead Rick. I hope to never see such Rick in the mirror, and I think I will never see such Rick in the mirror. I think it's really hard to get the life out of me. But who knows? Anything can happen. Thank you. So this badge goes to some of you in 3, 2, 1. I'm spinning it, and it does the sound, and now it slows down to number 99. Okay, number 99. Let's go see who that is. Let me adjust it so you could see the people. Okay, let's scroll. Let's scroll. Number 99. Number 99. I'm doing it really slowly right now to keep the intrigue. Oh my God, Andreas. You with 2 tickets. Congratulations. Wow.
Andreas Lach?
Andreas Lach, yeah.
Ah.
Andreas, congratulations. That's a huge luck. Just like Levy last week with his 2 tickets, you got it with your 2 tickets. No.
Dear friends, I'm so happy to be with you in this moment, to be with Rick. And thank you so much for your great passion, wish to support Ukrainian army. It's really inspires so much to wake up tomorrow, to do our work. Don't give up. Thank you so much. Please take care of yourself. Please remember about our prisoners in Russian captivity. And you did great job. Thank you so much for this night, for this early getting to sleep. Well, like, thank you so much for you make Rick happy, and I'm happy too.
Yeah, I'm very
And I
happy.
wanted it will be always like this, not because I want to go sleep early, but I wanted Rick will be happy and we will do our work better and better.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for your power. Hug you, everybody. You are amazing.
Yeah, I hug you too, Aziza. And hug you all, rollers. Thank you so much for all the donations today, for all the huge support that you also provided me with those memberships and super chats. Guys, it's overwhelmingly amazing. Thank you so much. Love you all. You please live long, prosper, and donate. Hey, and dear moderators, you did so fucking great on 3 streams today. I think I beat the record. I mean, I had it before. Remember the adopt me days, guys. I had 3 streams that day too on Sunday, but it was really good today. Really, really, I still have energy. Thank you, Aziza, for also giving me energy. Just like rollers, you're also contributing to that. Thank you. We did it, guys. We finished the stream before 2 a.m. 1:54 in Ukraine. Good night. Good night. Live long, prosper, and donate. And Slava Ukraini.
Well,
Heroям Slava.
Heroям Slava.
Bye, guys. And the sun will rise over the free Donbass. And,
Yeah,
and Crimea.
yeah.
Good night.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please like this video, leave any comment under it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. You can find the full stream recording. This clip was taken from here. And I invite you to join us on Rig the Ukrainian here for live streams and videos from Ukraine. Thank you, and live long and prosper.